Here I'm is. Jeffrey K. Clayton, the long-haired weirdo, the unimpeachable president for life. You may not like my ways, you may not like what I say. You may not like what I do, but that's all on you because I ain't going nowhere. This seat is not up for grabs, regardless of what some people out there may think. Oh, if I was only in that position, I would be more like Gigi. Okay. Oh, yeah. Hey, there's Miss Clayton already in here breaking on through live with us. Hello, Miss Clayton. That's the First Lady. You all know her. Try to get her on here again someday. No, Kelly, the First Lady is Rebecca. Sophia's on my cup. I know he could be confused, though. How is everybody doing today? I'm doing all right. I'm doing pretty good. If you're just now tuning in, I'll show you something. I started the show with this. See that? I know some of you are going, damn, Jeff Clayton. Is that some kind of, like, tongue-in-cheek kind of new black metal band logo? No! It's Mrs. Kravitz from Bewitched. Well, damn, Jeff Clayton, why are you wearing a Mrs. Kravitz shirt? If you look at any of my posts on Facebook, you know I have a great disdain for, an app called Nextdoor. You know, I got on it because I figured, oh yeah, I'd like to know what's going on in the neighborhood, you know. Because I've had to run some people off while my neighbors, peered out on their porches watching, going, oh, what do we do? What do we do? I went out there and said, take it on down the road. This ain't your property. Well, I tell you what, it ain't my property. But I don't want you on it, and I guarantee you the people that own it don't want you on it. And how about I just call the man? Let him get you off of it. I'll just walk in there out like I'm going to call the cops. Fuck them. Little F. But man, all it is strange man walking down the street. I mean, it's probably some guy just taking a walk. And you think he looks strange. What kind of snake is this? I don't know, man. Put it in your mouth and see if it bites you. God damn, stupid echo. We found a cat that was loose. And we caught it and took it to animal control. You're a fucking dumbass. Back when we had Ziggy used to run wild, man. I mean, he could not be contained in a house. Now, Miss Gretel that we have now, she's fine in a house. But Ziggy, he wasn't having it. Not fuck this house, he says. And so he's out running about, and people would catch him and take him to animal control or, whatever. And we'd have to go get him. And he had a tag. But don't even get me on that. God damn, I got a lot to talk about today. Well, actually, I don't have a lot to talk about, but I'm going to talk about some things. It's going to probably take a while. Someone just asked me, what do I think about the Joe Rogan debacle? It's a very simple thing. I'm not going to sit here and go, oh, Joe Rogan, yeah, or Neil Young, yeah, or whoever the hell, whatever fucking old 1 foot in the grave dying ass hippies done for it. I don't care. I don't care, man. I have never sat and listened to an entire Joe Rogan episode. I've heard clips. I respect the guy. Hell, I respected Neil Young till he pulled this shit. But then you find out what it's all about. Neil Young's got some vested interest in all this, so he don't give a fuck about taking his music off Spotify. And you know what? In about 2 weeks, no one else is going to give a shit either. Whatever happened to, if you don't like it, don't listen to it. That's the way I came. That's the way I do shit. That's the way I come up. Like that show with those 5 cackling hens on it. I ain't never home during the day anyway, but if I was, I sure as fuck wouldn't watch The View. Now, do I think they should be taken off the air? You know what? If they're getting paid and people watch it, well, fucking watch it. Waste your time any way you see fit. Man, there's tons. I got DVDs in there. You know what? I'll go in there and put on Road Warrior. If I can't find nothing to watch, man, with Tubi, I can find something to watch. You know? Whatever happened to that? Oh, Neil Young's worried about there being bad vaccine information. What? Isn't information something that people just do with what they see fit? I mean, do you believe everything that's been said about this stuff? I don't. If you're someone that believes everything that's been said about it, man, I feel bad for you. I really do. You don't like it? Don't watch it. Channels. Pop, 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 pop. DVDs. Pop. Well, you read a fucking book. I'm reading a good book now about Steve Marriott. Oh, yeah. First, a couple plugs. Well, first of all, I want to say my Miss Kravitz shirt. I want to thank my main Dennis Highland. Oh, yeah. The head honcho over at Jackhammer Music Records. I don't know what he calls the last part of it. They're the people that's going to be putting out the CD version of Great Disasters. I know you're going, what? You don't want the CD to come? Now, you'll understand when the record comes out. When you forget it. Yeah, Daryl, I'm geared up today, man. I'm drinking coffee today. But I do feel good. I knew that I would. Let's get a few plugs out of the way. Tomorrow, on Malcolm Tent's Facebook page, you will see Malcolm Tent at Tent Talks Tunes. Always entertaining, always informative, always on the mark. Watch it, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But if you miss it because you're watching, I don't know, what would you watch at 7 o'clock? I don't know. Maybe you're cooking up some fish sticks or something and getting ready to watch some good old Fox News or something. And then you go, God damn, I forgot Malcolm Tent was... And then, you know, you go into bed, you want to listen to something. Goes, Malcolm Tent will talk to you until you are far deep into dreamland. And you'll hang on his every word. Tomorrow night, 7 p.m. I'm going to do more plugs as I go along. One thing I'm going to do right now, I'm going to get into some top 10 list. Well, look at who just... Look what the cat dragged in is Trusty Nathan Trusty. And there's an orange beanie. An orange beanie is here today. A Dean of Sods is here today. A Katie After Dark is here today. Man, all the good people are in. So do you guys like the top 10s? I kind of like doing them. I liked doing them on my page, but man, I could have done like 500 top 10s. And, but it was through the advice of my close associate, the Widow Maker, that he says, hey man, why don't you do top 10s for Break On Through and then post them? I was like, that's a damn good idea. You know, I like ideas, man. I like to make ideas. I like to come up with ideas. I like to hear ideas. This week's top 10 is based on a post that about a week ago was on Facebook. It was posted by my main Jimmy Bower from I Hate God. He just made a simple post. Lynyrd Skynyrd or Allman Brothers? Good gosh, you got some activity on there. I chimed in on that. I'm trying to think of exactly what I said, man. I was more of an Allman Brothers guy. And I love Lynyrd Skynyrd, don't get me wrong. And I think Lynyrd Skynyrd had now when I talk about Lynyrd Skynyrd, I'm talking about the original group. I know they went on, they've been going on for years and years and years and done albums, but I just never got into it. I mean, that was the Lynyrd Skynyrd I wanted to hear, and that's the Lynyrd Skynyrd I listened to. And maybe that's not a good attitude. I mean, what about a group like ANTiSEEN that's been around for 200 years and, you know, lost some real pivotal members, and what do people go, I don't want to listen to that. But some people probably do that. But I can't make people... I can't make people listen to what they don't want to listen to. You know, I'm not a Hollywood celebrity that gets on Twitter or what is that where you tweet, and say, I think this should be blah, 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 and then all of a sudden it happens. I'm not that. I can't make you hear what you don't want to hear, man. But going on that post that Jimmy did, and I really like reading a lot of the answers as to why. But I'm going to start with my Lynyrd Skynyrd top 10. Number 10. Everyone's going to go, oh, damn, Clayton, we know you're going to say that. Why you? Well, everybody, because it's Sweet Home Alabama. Are you ever riding in the car? I mean, you know, for those of you who are working class like myself that still have to listen to the radio. Now, listen to talk radio most of the time, but, you know, on Saturdays or Sundays, I'm riding around, I like to listen to my oldie stations. And man, anytime, I mean, have any of you ever switched the channel on Sweet Home Alabama? I mean, that song's damn near perfect. That's my number 10. I love to hear that song anytime it comes on. Luckily, you don't have to go play it because it comes on enough where you'll hear it in a 12-hour day. You will hear Sweet Home Alabama if you listen to radio. Number 9. Don't ask me no questions. Oh, yeah. Number 8, I'm a whiskey rock-a-roller. That's what I am. Oh, yeah, that's some good shit right there, boy. Number 7, On the Hunt. Number 6, from what is hands down my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd album of all time. You Give Me Back My Bullets album. Trust. You're going to hear a few songs from that album in my list. Number 5, another one of the radio hits, because it's so damn good. Ronnie Van Zant was such a good storyteller, and man, I can see this act out every time I hear it. But the song Give Me 3 Steps. Number 4. You got that right. It's a damn good song. Shane Disman just says if you ain't from the South if you change the channel on Lynyrd Skynyrd. Number 3, working for MCA. Oh yeah. Number 2, from the Give Me Back My Bullets album, the title track, Give Me Back My Bullets. Now, some of you out there saying, damn, Jack Clayton, how come you don't like Saturday Night Special? You know, I do like the song. I love the way it sounds. I love the way it's sang. I don't like that it's an anti-gun song. I didn't like their anti-gun stance. A few of their things, the very few times they got political, it was coming from a direction that I did not agree with. But I listened to The Clash too, so. Now I know people, I've been seeing you putting up your things. I've seen some Simple Man. I've seen some Freebird. I haven't seen the Freebird yet. But I know you're thinking, Simple Man, this is my favorite Lynyrd Skynyrd song that I'm going to tell you right now, number 1. From my favorite album. I love the lyrics to the song. I love the way the song goes. Every Mother's Son. Now, we covered Needle and Spoon. Well, was it because it was one of my favorite songs? No, I mean, Lynyrd Skynyrd didn't have a big output in that first lineup of the band, but this, I don't know, man. This I think this one should have been hit. I mean, Every Mother's Son, but like Needle and Spoon just went with our original composition, OD for Me. That's why we did it. Maybe we'll do Every Mother's Son one day. I don't know. Maybe I'll do that with somebody else. Any one of you bands out there doing it? You want to have your little guest vocalist? I'm the man to see. "54 years ago this very day, February 8th, in 1968, Planet of the Apes premiered in theaters. The original Planet of the Apes with Charlton Heston, Maurice Evans, Kim Hunter, and Roddy McDowall. Linda Harrison. Can't leave her out, all you Nova fans. You say Jay Mascis has done Every Mother's Son, huh? I don't know if he wants to hear it done right. He can come talk to old JC then, can't he? All right. So, yeah, 54 years ago today. Planet of the Apes. Yeah, I tell you, that was 68. I was 5 years old. I didn't get to go see Planet of the Apes in the theater, nor did I get to see Beneath the Planet of the Apes in 1970. But in 1971, oh yeah, me and the old man went to the drive-in to see Escape from the Planet of the Apes when it opened. In 1972. Mom took me to the Center Theater in Albemarle, North Carolina to see Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. In 1973, we were stationed down in Keesler Air Force Base in Biloxi, Mississippi. We lived in a trailer park, Cedar Lake Mobile Home Village. I guess it was a nice way of not saying trailer park. Mom took us one sunny afternoon. When I say us, I mean me, my brother, who was a little guy at the time, and a couple of our friends from the trailer park to see Battle for the Planet of the Apes at Edgewater Plaza in Biloxi, Mississippi. Now, I don't need to go into how important Planet of the Apes have been to me as far as imagery and all kind of stuff we've used with ANTiSEEN. You know what I did in 1974? When the TV series debuted? There were 13 episodes. Now, I don't watch a whole lot of regular television anymore. When I watch shows now, I watch them to where the whole damn season's up and you can binge watch them. Like I said, it's a new thing that you do nowadays. You binge watch. That's what I like to do. See, back then you had to wait a week for your next episode to come on. Well, man, when the debut episode of the Planet of the Apes TV series came on, I had a cassette recorder and sat near the TV speaker and recorded the whole damn thing. Well, damn, Jeff Clayton, what would you do with a cassette of a TV show? Listen to it. Learn the damn thing word for word. I could probably reenact the whole damn thing right now. I could reenact the first 5 movies too. But I wish I still had that tape, man, because it was my brother. He was born in 69, I think. But man, he's a little guy on there. And man, for him to stay quiet for an hour, that was like impossible. You hear him, ah! I'm going, shh. You can hear all that on the tape. I wish I could find that tape somewhere. And no telling where it's at. It's probably long gone. But, yeah. I'm such a Planet of the Apes freak. I used to listen to the first episode of the TV series on a cassette tape. That's bad off, man. Y'all ready for another top 10? Now, speaking of top tens now, it won't always be about music. I've had some people say, man, you need to do other top 10 things. Now, I know you'll make some comments on here. Yeah, you should do, but see, I'll be reading or I'll be looking and I won't see your comment. I'll see it later when I go back and read them, and sometimes I answer some of your stuff. But if you write me, DM me, direct message me on Messenger, preferably on mine, not the ANTiSEEN one. Sometimes I think I stumble upon the ANTiSEEN message thing by accident. I don't know. But on my personal page. And tell me some top 10s you'd like to hear about. My main Trip the Ripper, the Snipper, McNipper, McNeil said to me last week, hey man, why don't you do a top 10 of your top 10 favorite Hammer movies? And I'm going to do that. That might be next week what I do. Someone said top 10 favorite food, top 10 favorite this, top 10 favorite that. Yeah, we'll do some of that. But today we're going to round up top 10 list with Allman Brothers Band Top 10. I watched a really good documentary on them on, I think it was on Tubi. It was a documentary about them after Dwayne. After Dwayne died. You know, most things you see are about them, you know, forming down in Macon, Georgia, you know, and going out to California, that kind of thing. But this one was after Dwayne. That's the story I really like to hear, because, I mean, that's when I got into him. Around 74, 5, 6. They were another one you heard a lot on the radio. But the first album I ever owned by them was a record that was kind of done out of contractual obligations. It was a live record called Wipe the Windows, Shake the Oil, Dollar Gas. Russell Cook tells me that Dickie Betts rules. And I'm going to tell you something, Russell, he does. Have you ever heard... Now, I know the first Dickie Betts solo album is Highway Call, but have you ever heard the first Great Southern album? That's the group he had later, apart from the Allman Brothers. It is fantastic. Both of them are good. Atlanta's Burning and the debut self-titled Dickie Betts and Great Southern is a damn good album. If you ever see them, pick them up. Or he'll go listen to them on Spotify if Dickie Betts hadn't thrown a tantrum about Joe Rogan and pulled his music. Well, never mind. But, okay, number 10. Southbound. A Dickie Betts song that Greg Allman sang on the album. Number 9. Now, some of these are not their original songs. They're covers from old blues people. Some of them. But Allman Brothers were one of them bands that made their stuff their own. You know. Number 9. I have not come to testify. It's not my cross to bear. Oh, yeah. Number 8 for me, in that same vein, off the Brothers and Sisters album, Jelly Jelly. An old blues song. Number 7 for me, also off the Brothers and Sisters album, Wasted Words. Now, R.B. Eyebold says I'm no angel, but R.B., that was Greg Allman solo. Now, this I'm only including the brothers. Because, man, I could pick 10 Dickie Betts and 10 Greg Allman songs. Top 10 for me. Now, my main Callie Hellstrom says he wants to know my top 10 Ed Wood movies. Callie, I don't know if I know 10 Ed Wood movies. To be honest with you. I know the ones everybody knows. Number 6, Stand Back. Not to be confused with the song by the same name by Stevie Nicks. This is a different one. Allman Brothers, Stand Back. Number 5, one of the most beautiful songs that I think they ever did. Blue Sky. Number 4, another one of the bluesy ones on it. This is not a cover though, but Just Ain't Easy off Enlightened Roads. Number 3, Come and Go Blues. The version off of Brothers and Sisters. Now, when you go on Spotify and you look up the Brothers and Sisters album and you play Come and Go Blues, you get the one that was off of the Greg Allman album, Playing Up a Storm. You don't get the original Come and Go Blues that was on Brothers and Sisters. That may have changed by now, but I know the difference. I think they're both good, but I like the original Brothers and Sisters best. Now, I know you're thinking, well, goddamn, Jeff Clayton, you got to have some Midnight Rider in there. If I'm being completely honest with you, which I am, I prefer the Greg Allman solo version of Midnight Rider better than the Brothers version. Yeah. Number 2 for me, another blues cover, a T-Bone Walker song. I think this is a wonderful song. I like to hear a lot of different artists do this song. It's one of those songs you can't really fuck up. Especially if there's some of the nuances that you capture about the song. And that is Stormy Monday. Number 1 for me, Ain't Wasting Time No More. That's a good credo to live by. So that's this week's top 10s. Y'all got this yet? Spanish version, Eat More Possum. Pressed in Spain, but it wasn't backwardsly pressed in Spain. Still got some left. The numbers are going down though, son. Oh yeah. I'm looking over there at the stock. Act quickly, because once these are gone, I won't be getting any more. Yes, sir, Randy. They call it Stormy Monday, but Tuesday is just as bad. Wednesday's worse. Thursday's also sad. The eagle flies on Friday. Do y'all know what that means? The eagle flies on Friday? That means you get paid. Saturday, I go out to play. Sunday, I go to church. Get down on my knees and pray. Repeat. Now I got something. I got some things coming. Man, there's some things I want to talk about, but you know, there's things that are in the chute, maybe ready to come out. But one thing I will tell you about: we are now finished with the I'm Sure Hank Done It This Way 7-inch. I think we got to finish the mix down, which tired boy, working class. Got my clock set for 4:30, but I've been getting up at 4. But we listened to the mix Friday. I went back and redid my vocals on Friday, and I'm much happier with it. Even Barry looked at me and said, "Yeah, I'm glad you did that." Yeah, because it's much better. I'm very happy with it. I hope you guys are going to enjoy it. You know something I think I can go ahead and talk about? I think I could tell you that we are slated to do a split 7-inch picture disc with the one and only Sloppy Seconds. Did I already tell you guys that? No, I don't remember. We've played with Sloppy Seconds a few times, and it's a good mix, man. You want to know what our side's going to be? Fight Like Apes. Sweet Georgia Brown remix. But damn, Jeff Clayton, we already heard Follow. You ain't heard it the way Sweet Georgia Brown does a mix on it. I heard it this morning. Now I'm telling you, it woke me up. I'm like, God. It's really good for me, at this stage in the game, when you've already kind of established the way you do things and you give somebody else a chance to give their take on it. Now, you all know who Sweet Georgia Brown is, formerly of Hell Stomper. Been a solo artist now for shit, I don't know. Maybe going on 20 years, for all I know. Kind of ties in with the whole Planet of the Apes debuting, well, how many years ago was it? What did I say? 54 years ago. And telling you about the split, Fight Like Apes. I've had a bunch of people say to me, man, you should sell some of your some art prints or you should paint canvases for people and stuff. And I may get into that painting canvases. I did one for my little granddaughter Winter for Christmas to hang up in her room, and I really enjoyed doing it. And so I may continue doing that, but I don't think I'm going to do them like on commission, because I'm rusty in that department, man. I haven't, man. If it wasn't for Jimmy Repo keeping me busy drawing some repo stuff, man, I probably would have just completely lost it. So thank you, Jimmy Repo, for helping old JC to keep the drawing muscle going. But I'll go ahead and lay this on you, man. I'm going to do 11 by something. I don't know what they're going to end up being. 11 by 17, 11 by 14. Silk screen prints of some of my artwork. Now, I'm not just going to draw something and make some prints of it. This is stuff that I've done Man, this must have been 1998. This is one of my favorite drawings I think I've ever done. I don't have the original. The original, I think, is somewhere in Germany. But I do have a damn good printed copy of it. And I blacked out some type I'm not going to have on it. But it's a drawing I did of a local folk legend. I say local, but I'm going to tell you now, the legend of this guy went worldwide. Can you dig it? It went so worldwide that Johnny Depp and Marilyn Manson hired a guy to come out to our show in Los Angeles and interview us on video about him. Do you all remember Uncle Goddamn? Well, this is going to be a silk screened print. I don't know, man. I'll probably sell these things for, I don't know, 20 bucks, something like that. Be a limited number. I'll hand number each and every one. I don't know if I should sign it. My autograph is my signature is already on the artwork. But I'll tell you what, if you buy one, you get damn, just play them out, sign that mofo for me. I'll sign it for you. There was one last thing I wanted to talk about. Something else popped up in my head that, but as quick as it came in, it went out. Oh, I know what it is. I was looking through the vaults yesterday. I'm trying to find something for a book that's coming out in the great country of Belgium. Linked to my main Captain Catastrophe, the world's greatest stuntman. And I'm looking through the vault, man. The vault is a closet that's in my wife's sewing room. It's crammed full of shit that I've shoved into tubs and boxes, and I'm working on getting it out of there. But, man, I found a lot of stuff that is going to be going. Just keep an eye on my Facebook page, man. I'm going to have a lot of stuff. Some of you, I'm probably going to contact you individually. See if you want some of this good stuff. But I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to close out today's show. And I probably should have done this last week, but to be honest with you, I didn't realize where we were on all this. But 4 years ago today, we lost a great American icon. Phil, the Whiskey Rebel Irwin, left this mortal coil 4 years ago today. Well, you know the best way to honor the Whiskey Rebel is to have you drink. Now, you know, I don't drink alcohol no more. I will hoist a cup full of coffee with Sophia Loren on it in the Whiskey Rebel's honor. And I would like for you all to join me with whatever drink you happen to have nearby while you're listening to a little break on through. Everyone's got to have a break on through brew close by. To Phil the Whiskey Rebel Irwin, a great American. And a damn good friend. Another way to honor the Whiskey Rebel on this day, besides having you a nice drink, go check out my main Jeff Williams at Scatboy Records, man. He put out this Rancid Vat Radio Rampage 96. This is them live at WFMU radio station. Man, Jeff did a fantastic job on this album. Look at that cover, man. And it comes in two versions. You can either get a black vinyl version or this nice opaque red version. Look there, Phil Irwin, the Whiskey Rebel, on side one's label. So who's going to be on side two, you reckon? Oh, yeah, Cosmo. So go ahead. If you haven't done that yet, go ahead and do that, man. You will not be disappointed in this record. Nathan Trusty says it sounds great too, man. This was recorded at a radio station. I mean, you know, through the radio station's equipment. It's really good sound quality. And they were on fire that night, man. Joel. Hey, Joel, you going to see the Queers in South Florida, huh? Will you tell old Joe Queer that old JC says, what's going on, Mang? And best to you, Joel. Malcolm Tent says this is the greatest Rancid Fat album of all. That's a tough call right there now. Hey, before I get out of here, don't forget, if you love horror movies, you love character actors and actresses, man, go visit the Janice Blythe store. Get her to autograph a picture to you. Or maybe a friend of yours. Maybe a friend of yours likes The Hills Have Eyes. And you're like, hey, man, you know what? I know how to get in touch with the woman that played, like, the real Ruby. And get a picture autographed to them from her. Like, hey, Hoss, catch this snake. Love always, Janice Blythe. You can get that. You can get that. And if you need something to cover that head, and you need something to cover that shirt, I don't need that because I got a Miss Kravitz t-shirt on right now. I'm not in need of any t-shirts at the moment. But go to On The Mark shirts. For all your wrestling, and they're venturing into other areas. You can get you a Thin Lizzy hat. And they're not backwards. They're only backwards on my broadcast because I don't want to do the whole looking at a monitor and all that kind of stuff. That's why it's backwards. You can order one, and you will not get a Thin Lizzy embroidered backwards logo when you get it. It's only that way looking at it here on Break On Through. You can hold Break On Through up to a mirror and everything looks fine. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed today's program. I sure enjoyed talking to you for a little bit, and now I'm going to go do my thing. And I hope you all will do yours. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care from your old pal, good old JC. Hell, next Tuesday, you know what to do. Break on through.